Many of the housing components of this garage door opener appear to be made out of sheet metal. To name a few, from left to right, we have a chain guard, a front panel, and a rear panel. Let's take a closer look at the chain guard. The flat outline of the guard was likely created through a process called blanking, as evidenced by the sheared edges and tool marks where the shear blades penetrated the stock material. The bolt hole near the center could have been done by die cutting or drilled. The two prongs were likely die bent due to their simple geometry. Alternatively, the entire piece could have been stamped using a combination die that would cut the blank and form the final part all in one step.
Next, we examined the steel worm gear. The Acme threads were roll-formed given how smooth the minor diameter of the thread is in comparison to the rough surface finish where the threads were removed on a lathe. Alternatively, the threads could have been cut, but the threads would be weaker because compressive stresses imparted on the thread's surface during roll forming leads to resistance to shear. A parting tool possibly caused the rough surface finish at the end of the component where it was cut to length on a lathe. Scouring on the inside of the roll pin hole is evidence that it was drilled. The center hole was drilled given the visible helical pattern. The component alternatively could have been made from hollow cylindrical stock to reduce the amount of material to be removed for the center hole.
Some of the parts are injection molded. This pulley was clearly injection molded because it is circular in cross-section and has a visible injection site that can be seen here. Flipping it over, we can see the simple geometry as well as 6 ejection pin marks. There is also an injection molded gear. In this picture, you can see that the teeth are slanted. From this angle, you can see the ejection pin marks. As the gear was ejected, it spun counterclockwise. This caused the pins to drag and leave marks on the surface. All of this is consistent with injection molding.